Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I hope you all enjoyed the intro there. It was pretty cool getting to do that and see the world kind of in a creative copy like that, especially with the new build here. And I must say, this probably is my favorite thing that I've ever built in Minecraft. There's a lot of cool things in this world that I've done over the years, and a lot of cool things that I'm proud of, but this is probably the first thing that I've built that I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to top this. So, of course, I've been working on this for a long time. Doing it in survival takes a long time to get all the materials involved. So originally, like a long time ago, I guess, this was all just flat back here, and so I started to build up the beach coming from the harbor area, and then I built this like kind of wheat field area. Of course, I had to replant the wheat in this episode, in this update, because I took a lot of it for another project that I was doing, but that's why it's not fully grown. So I built the wheat in here, and then eventually I started on this grass hill, and then I did the first layer of the mountain right there. And then, that was a while ago, and now I finally got to come up here and finish the tops of these mountains. So I am really happy with how it turned out. Of course, I've not been in the area long enough for it to load all of the snow in, so you can see there's only a little bit of snow, but eventually there'll be snow like on the tops of those mountains over there. But I really just love this video, or this this build. And so I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like and click the hype button if this is something that you all also enjoy. And yeah, if you'd like to see more of these kind of builds, I guess leave a subscribe. I hope that I can kind of return on doing more of these giant landscape builds. But yeah, I spent a lot of hours on this. And I'm happy, I really am happy with how it turned out. Of course, when you're doing something organic like this, and especially in survival, it's hard to tell how it's really going because you can't always step back and get like a perspective on it. And so this whole time that I was building these organic shapes up there, I was just hoping that it would turn out nice. And I think it did, and I think it really frames the city well. Of course, the original idea for Conurban here was that it would be surrounded by mountains, and it would kind of be in this valley. And so that's really what I've been going for. And this was, I think, the final mountain range that I'm going to do. Of course, the other ones have to be updated and stuff to kind of match the theming of this, but I really like how it turned out. And so let's go ahead and climb all the way up here, and you guys can kind of get a sense of the scale and how many blocks it took. I would love to know how many blocks of stone that it took to build this in total. I would say, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 double chests of stone. That's just a rough guess. So this was... So Conurban, Mount Conurban is what this mountain is called. This was the original top. So all of this is just what I've done in this newest video. So it's been a lot. So let's climb to the actual top of Mount Conurban. Let's go all the way up here, and I think this is the new highest point. Yeah. So the other mountain's not as tall as this anymore. So this is the new highest point. So let's go all the way up here, and you can kind of see. So all the way down, so that's the flat area that I was talking about. So this all used to look like this. So from the wall all the way out to here was just flat. So I've built all of this up. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I actually did this project. Looking back now, it is quite daunting, but I do love it. I think it really frames this city well. And so you can see kind of the valley in between here and some of the other mountain ranges. So there's one over there and one over there. Of course, the back sides I've still got to do on all of these. I've started doing the back side on that one, and it looks really nice from over there. But, these these ones it'll take a while to do. But, I'm in no rush for it. This world is never going to end. I'm going to keep working on it forever. I've been working on it for probably, I'd say, 8 or 9 years at this point. And so this was my forever world before it was cool to have a forever world. And so you can get a good view of the national park from right here too. But national park going all the way throughout here. So really pretty cool build. And I'm definitely going to take a little bit of a break from terraforming for a little while, so working on some other actual builds in the city in the coming episodes, because I definitely need a break from getting all this. But one of the plus sides, if you've been following for a little while, you know that one of the areas that I've been working on is the city of Loit. And the reason why I wanted to do this mountain project now is because I was out of diorite for working on Loit over there for the city walls, so I needed more diorite. Well, doing a bunch of strip mining for stone is a perfect way to get diorite, so I've accumulated quite a bit, so it won't be too long before I'm able to go back over to Loit and kind of finish the walls over there. But I'd say for a decent while I'll be over here in Conurban. But you know, it's kind of crazy, I guess, thinking about the scale of this city and how far it's come in all of these years, and just kind of planning it out. I was talking to my brother a couple days ago, and we were talking about just the future plans of this. And I feel like most people would kind of stop here. Like, it is at a good point, like a good stopping point, good finishing point. A lot of the city is completed. Here's another view of the mountain. I still need to do kind of that, finish up that side, the back side of that, but it is at a good stopping point here, and a lot of people would just quit here and move on to another city. And of course I am working on other cities, but you know, Conurban here will always be a city that I'm working on. And believe it or not, I still have a ton of new plans and things for it. So I guess if you ever kind of wonder if I'm going to just stop and work on Loit forever or something like that, or get it up to the point that this is. I mean, eventually I'd love to have it to the point of looking like Conurban here, but you know, I don't know how realistic that is. But I still have tons of plans for this city. There's still so many builds that I want to do, and of course, terraforming wise, there's a ton of stuff. But yeah, the different builds and things, definitely quite a few that I have planned to work on with that. So I'm excited about the future. I'm excited for what kind of lies ahead with this. But with that being said, I also want to make sure this is stuff that you guys want to see. Of course, I plan on working on this world whether I post it here on YouTube or not. But you know, recently I've lost actually a lot of views and a lot of subscribers really too, which is kind of crazy to think about, because I feel like I've you know, been showing you guys some decent builds. So yeah, I'm not for sure what I'm really saying here, but yeah, I guess just let me know if this is stuff that you like, and if you could share it with your friends or anything like that, that would be super helpful, because making these videos does take quite a bit of effort. I would definitely do things differently in the world if it weren't for the videos. So I just want to make sure that this is the way I'm going about this is something that you all enjoy, kind of as I'm going forward here. But if this is the first time for you all watching, I hope that you enjoyed this video. There's going to be plenty more like it, I suppose, with these updates. And yeah, I guess I will see you all in the next one.